Hey guys, welcome to the full moon in Scorpio reading. Messages to the masculine and feminine. This is a spectacular time. You know, I was feeling really incredible. And I've been working very hard on my healing path. And I was trying to figure out why. I was like, what's going down? Like, wow, I've never felt so happy and alive through so much darkness. And I now understand that, of course, the full moon is in Scorpio. I should have clued in. But, you know, it's really the gift of the resurrection. That's the time we're in, because we've been working so hard at rebirthing. We received our message of resurrection on our last reading from the connection to our ancients and lifting the curse. And this is a really big time of rebirth and renewal and connection to our gifts, connection to source, to the unknown, to the like that excitement and that mystery of seeking in the unknown.
Mom, you supposed to bring me a juice box.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get it. It's okay.
Oh, okay. It's right here. There you are, my love.
Thank you.
Let's jump to channeled messages. Before I do, I don't want to get off track. We're getting these messages early, as I've been called to do, and I've also been called to have messages for the masculine and feminine in one. Tomorrow, we will be receiving the messages for the full moon. This is the full flower moon. And it's our last super moon for a very long time. There's not another super moon till the pink full moon. Or is it pink? Yeah, the pink full moon in April of 2021. And guys, we have had 4 super moons this year. Wow. Like, wow, La Luna. La Luna is really illuminating the shadows. She is really helping us to transform. Thank you, La Luna. Thank you. A massive thanks to the feminine energy for all that she's doing in order to create and expand with the masculine. Restoring her place, her rightful place. Guys, this is a beautiful gift. This really is a beautiful gift. These really are magical times. These really are incredible times we are living. We are blessed. Even though it's hard, we're still blessed. And that's what makes the blessings that much more beautiful, that much more miraculous. Triumph. And it's triumph of the heart. It's triumph over change. It's triumph over doing what's right, over doing what's wrong. It's triumph of doing the right thing over the easier thing. It's triumph of mastery. Through knowledge, through perception, through seeking, through equality, through acceptance of all of self, the gifts of the masculine and feminine, the gifts of the child and the gifts of the divine, the gifts of the connection between us all. Blessed. Let's get the channeled messages. This was also called the full flower moon because all the flowers during the season, okay, we know the Native Americans named the moon. Many people think it's because the moon looks like a flower right now, but it's actually for the flowers. I'm going to link some moon information either in this reading or tomorrow's reading. Okay. Scorpio energy. It's connected to our resurrections, and that's direct connection to our death and our rebirth, but they have shown me our actual birth. This is connected to our actual birth. So we've done healing with the inner child. We've done a recalibration to the root chakra through the earth star. This has to do with energy healing, our chakras. Now, we are transforming, and we're transforming from the extremes in order to find balance between yin and yang. This has to do with the solar eclipse, and they directly show me this is connected to the solar eclipse energy, the connection between the masculine and feminine, and our great revolutions, the change. And that is connected to the North Node, our life's purpose. And that was previously in Cancer. The North Node was previously in Cancer as the South was in Capricorn. But May 5th, Portal Day, the day we spoke with our ancients yesterday. Seems like lifetimes has passed by since then. Sometimes I swear. The nodes have shifted, and now the North Node has entered Gemini. Ooh. Connection to the lovers. And the South Node, Sagittarius. And once again, too, guys, these are energies of the opposites coming together to create the whole picture, to help us shape shift, to transform. Look, we had the energy of Capricorn. I use. But if we change that to we use, we transform. And it's how we actually materialize here. What's actually going down? What's going down in the matrix? Then we have Cancer, the opposite energy. It's the nurturing energy. It's the parenting energy. It has to deal with our emotions. So we know that the South Node is connected to our karma, our life's debts, the North Node being connected to our purpose. There's a connection there. We have to use the energy of the North Node to heal from the South Node. But the connection to the South Node is part of the healing. It's part of the equation. Now we have a new time. We have the energy of Gemini, where it is the energy of opposites. It is the energy of two becoming one. And it's using our mind. We have the air energy. Then we have the energy of Sagittarius, and this is more intuitive. This is more of the seeking energy. And we know that Sagittarius, I think of Sagittarius as like the loner energy a lot of the time. Very focused, and focused on hitting our mark, hitting our aim, hitting our target. So we have two energies that are going in the opposite directions. Because, Gemini is very close to the Piscean energy. There we have both signs that are complete opposites coming together. It's just that Pisces separates more often, runs from one another, whereas Gemini comes together a lot of the time to connect, to use our mind. And this is the time we are in. That's connected to Aries. I am self, and that's the connection to the inner child and freedom. This is connected to escape, the 12th house, and the 12th house is connected to the expansion, creation and destruction, and healing from fear of the unknown. And that's just where we're going to heal from fear. We're going to heal from fear of the unknown, and we're going to heal from fear in the unknown. And the 12th house is what we're actually looking for the information for, to seek, to see it, to expand off of it. And there is our connection to Pisces, 12th house. This is connected to our Fibonacci sequence and spiral, because we have to access the information, gather it, see it, and expand off of it in our spiral. And that is connected to the earth energies, and that right now is connected to Taurus. And Taurus is directly connected to Venus, love. And the feminine, our relationships. And the earth energies are also connected to Libra, the balancing of the dark and the light, the balancing of yin and yang, the balancing of the flow between the masculine and feminine. And they have shown me specifically that there's cards connected to, from the tarot, this message, justice. And that is directly connected to Libra and the balance. And this is where the feminine takes her rightful place, balanced alongside the masculine. The energies are balanced in order for creation purposes, in order for the expansion, in order for new earth, in order for where we're going. And that's connected to the magician, our manifestations, the Four of Wands, new earth, stability of the light, stability of the golden ages created. The Ace of Cups, love of self is our connection to the Four of Wands. Coming back to self. And that's through the Emperor and the Empress. They've directly shown me this. The Emperor and the Empress. And the Empress is connected to Venus and what we're doing here. And that is connected to Fortuna. So we've got the Empress, Venus, and Fortuna. Now we have triple goddess transformation energies right here. And Fortuna is the daughter of Jupiter, and that's our connection to the Sagittarius energy and transforming from the South Node to the North. The South Node being our 10 of Swords, our ending. The North Node being our 10 of Cups, our life's purpose. Now, Fortuna is connected to our fortune, and we must walk through the door, and we receive that message at our 5-5 portal reading, lifting the curse. And this is where New Earth is going. So we walk through the door, and this door is connected to our masks, and our masks are connected to the curse. We're removing our masks. This is authentic self. In New Earth, we are authentic. We're playing authentic too. There's none of these shenanigans about worrying about our reputation. We're not worried about our rep. We're living off the truth. We're living with the divine. We have a relationship with the divine. We have a relationship with the integrity of the light. We have a relationship with creating off of our clarity, off of our truth, off of purification. It's allowed. It's freedom. It's not shunned. It's not shame. It's not kept within. It's not about our reputation. It's about our healing. It's about what it is, not about what it looks like. And we all have healing. We all have healing to heal from. And if people want to judge, that's a perception of them. It's not a perception of us. We came here to have experiences and shape shift. Now, they have shown me that Venus and the Empress are directly connected to the moon. Now remember, the Empress is connected to the Emperor. But the Empress and Venus, we're connecting to moon, and they show me that the moon is connected to Mars and the masculine energy alongside Mercury and Gemini. And there's our connection to the North Node being in Gemini. And we've also received our connection to the Sagittarius energy and the South Node. So we're on point. That was a lot of channeled information that they shared with me, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. And there's not going to be as many beautiful little, lovely editing in this. This reading is going to be more raw because, you know what, we're just running out of time. There's so many things happening right now. Spending time. I want to spend time on getting the information out. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. We're gonna pray. We're gonna pray together, and we're gonna start this reading, all right? Angels, spirits, guides, Mother Earth, Father Sky, Grandmother Moon, Grandfather Sun, elements Earth, air, water, fire, Star Nation and creation. Please join us here today to heal, harmonize, and raise the vibration. Thank you for the messages that we are seeking. Amen. Okay. Let's start off. Let's start off with La Luna. We're going here. Wow, look at that. The full moon, and it's a flower, and it's in fulfillment. The full flower moon in Scorpio. La Luna's already speaking. Thank you, La Luna. Oh, guys. My body is reacting like, wow, there is like, ooh, the feeling coming over my body. Woo. It feels like Christmas Day. It feels like magic. It feels like love. It feels like fulfillment with excitement. God, I love the tarot. I love what we do here. Blessing. Blessed. This is a period in which the successful outcome of an emotional issue is indicated. Forgiving. Foregoing events have developed positively in the hope for one direction. An emotionally secure and satisfying situation has been achieved. You are feeling fulfilled. Our connection to the moon in Scorpio. Now the desired emotional outcome has been achieved. The extreme nature of this sign can cause you to be overdramatic or secretive about the whole issue. This is connected to the union between the masculine and feminine and the healing for new earth. And this is it. Foregoing events have developed positively in the hoped for direction. And we're going home. We're going in the right direction. We're going from the south node to the north node. Let's see what this is connected to. Disillusion. We're healing from our disillusions. These are connected to our illusions. This is being delusional. And it's through a solution, and it's our connection to the energy of Libra, the balance. The moon's light diminishes to a thin crescent facing to the right as it reaches the seed stage of its cycle. This is the phase in which you have to face the fact that an emotional situation is coming to an end. Although this is a time of disillusionment, eventually something good will come from the experience. And we know that because we just found we're going in the right direction now. And it's to our fulfillment. Our connection to the moon in Scorpio. Powerful feelings are internalized in a situation that is escaping out of your control. The natural desire of Scorpio is to wreak revenge, but you may be able to redirect this feeling in some form of positive creative expression. And then we just received the message. This is about positivity and the end of an emotional situation coming to an end in order to move in one direction. And it's the right direction, and it's the direction home. But we've gone back to the beginning for something. We had to come, I feel like we went in a loop in order to see what we needed to see, so now we could loop out. And that's the message of this. And it's connected to our solution, so we will receive this message. Our solutions. As the moon reaches full opposition to the sun, it becomes a complete sphere of light. The phase of the moon denotes the success, completion, or the hoped for outcome of the idea you've been working on. And it's going to be connected to the connection to Libra. This is a time that signifies the flowering of a partnership. Well, and we know we're healing from our competitiveness. We've received this message. This is connected to what we're healing from the masculine energy, our connection to Mars. We're not competitive. And Isis has gifted us with healing, and we're no longer being a prisoner. We're no longer being bound to the devil energies. We're not a prisoner to the past. We're moving forth to that door. Okie dokie. Now I would like the Akashic records to confirm the messages we've just received. We've got the Eight of Roses, which is the Eight of Cups, and that's our connection to our communities. And there's our connection to the Scorpion energy, and I love that it's roses because this is the full flower moon. So this is the creation of equality through the connection to the sun and the moon through our communities. And that is connected to the scribe. And we know we've been scribing here. That's what I just shared with you here in the book. This is scribing. And this is part of accessing the information in the unknown. And that is the connection to the feminine and expanding it with the masculine. So you have the feminine energy seeking it with the within the unknown, and the masculine energy expanding it. We're rating it down. We're breaking it down. We're putting logical sense to it. That's applying the masculine energy from what we're seeking. And that's our connection here. We've really amped things up here since we started scribing here on the channel. You can see it in the readings. And we know this is the connection to the light of the world, New Earth. And the Hierophant has come knocking at our door. We're going to do more work with the divine. This is a messenger of the divine coming here to do more work with our flame, to expand that flame that much brighter, to expand our light that much brighter for the world to see, for the world to feed from. You know, the brighter our light is, we're creating more connection to home for others through their light from within, but it's to their connection to us from without. This is all going into the collective energy so that others can feed from. And this is the connection to the inner child. Higher self has come to play with the inner child. It's time to free the inner child and let the inner child out. That's what they're sharing with me. And that will help with the building of our communities and what we're doing here as we're scribing. And it's connected to the work we're doing through the lookout. We're seeking the information within the unknown, so we have the bird's eye view. We have the advantage for anything that's coming our way that's lower vibrational, so we can steer our ship clear of it, so it doesn't take us down. That's what we're seeking, this information in the unknown, so we can heal from the devil energy, so we can be 10 steps ahead of the devil energies. We're that woke ninja in the Seven of Cups. Through channeled messages, they've been sharing much with information here with me that we're going to be joining up with our soul tribe members. That's what we've been talking about on the channels. We're building communities of the light. We're linking up. And here's the message to show us just that. Community. Inside a room, people are seated around a table, conversing with interest and energy. There are many icons from different groups and societies. A carusis, a sunflower, a Tibetan bell, an Egyptian scarab, a dream catcher, and a Star of David are just a few. It's indicating it's a time to join or to rejoin your group, your tribe, your Sangha. Whatever you call it, it's a community that connects you with others of like-minded purpose and activity. There are many communities in each person's life, and still more that return from the past lives. For instance, you have a family, friends, and work associates, but you also have people with whom you share many creative, cultural, or spiritual purposes. And guys, this is making me emotional because this is why I'm here. This is why I get up. This is why I keep going. This is why I continue to learn and grow and understand and expand. And it's my light in the dark. And I share it here with you guys because all I want to do is connect with other members of the light. That's all I want. And it's happening. And being able to sit here with you guys and do the work we're doing, I know we're not alone. And thank you guys. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for being here to do this work we're doing. This is what we are, guys. We're this community. We're studying together, and we're expanding, and we're applying the knowledge. We're the builders of New Earth, and this matters. We matter. Our connection matters. Us linking up matters. We are New Earth. It's through us. And it's a beautiful gift. It's a blessing. Thank you. Thank you. New friends can also be coming your way at this time. Be open to these new connections. You will not only find help with current directives, but you may also reawaken past life relationships, talents, and disciplines. It's time for a happy sharing of your discoveries. So we're going to start sharing what we're discovering together, guys, what we're seeking. And you know what? If you fall off, like this is connected to falling down. If you fall off, you just get back up. It's part of our experience. It's part of our learning. You know, I fall down, I get back up. Always get back up. Always course correct. What did you learn when you fell down? You connected that much more to the divine. You connected that much more to your experience. You connected that much more to understanding, to being able to be there for somebody else. And that fills your cup. That actually fills your cup. Healing with others. Beautiful. So we're building communities of the light. And you know what, guys? I feel really called to just discuss scribing here quickly because we've been doing so much of it. The scribe. The learned scribe writes at a desk. Nearby are a number of other working scribes. In some ancient societies, scribes were simply copiers of holy texts, but in many there were the most learned men of their time. People well versed in law, scripture, philosophy, history, and more, indicating a great upsweep in mind and study for you. And that's now the North Node being in Gemini, and our, we want to connect. We're going to want to connect to our studies. Is there any subject which you'd like to understand? This is connected to the higher mind and higher learning and the change we want to see within the world. It's opportunity. The brothers and sisters began studying the flight patterns of birds. You can rise up on the wings of discovery now. There may be a teacher or even an entire school that can help you with this upliftment. Be sure to seek out the right person for learning. You could also become a raider or a teacher at yourself this time, elevating and contributing to others. And here's our connection here at School for the Fool and what we do. And what I mean, you know, I learned from many others too, and I also learned from you guys as well. We are connected. Which way are we going? It's time for some tarot. Let's see what the feminine is doing. Oh, let's speak about this first. This is connected to the Three of Forces, the bird's nest. That is manifesting after change. And you can see it's birth. There's the baby birds that have been birthed in the nest. And there's the butterfly. Our resurrections, our transformations. And it's connected to the ace. The Akashic fields. This has to do with life and energy. Okay. Let's move on. Let's get some tarot. Let's see what the feminine is seeking and seeing within the dark, and we'll see how the masculine's expanding it. We'll use this deck to represent the feminine energy. I love the Light Series Tarot. I'm loving these new decks. Getting to know them. It's like we have to see the gifts of the old and new. Like that's how we have to accept the new, because that's the expansion. Yes, we can build off the traditions, we can build off what's working, but we have to accept the new. That's the expansion. That's where we're going. That's the fresh energy. That's the fresh approach. I've never been one to want to stay the same anyways. I've always wanted to. Ooh, there we go to the Six of Cups. And there's the connection to the child and to us now. So here we are. This is connected back to our birth, back to the child, and back to who we are now. And the time that is expanded in between. But we're getting back to who we were. Who we were when a child, you know, like, child's not sitting there having a whole bunch of problems, drinking and smoking and swearing up a storm and telling people to F off and, you know, my whole life sucks, I'm just gonna give up. The child's not doing that. When you're a child, you know, you want to be in creation, you want to be in play, you're naturally always healing, you're naturally always finding the wonder, you're naturally always seeking and finding the path. And this is connection to the loyalty. That dog represents loyalty. Loyalty of love. Loyalty of self. Loyalty of the community. The community we are creating with. Where are we going? Okay, I was thinking we weren't going anywhere, and then, well, we started going, thank goodness. Four of Swords. This is, we need a rest here. We need a rest because this is connected to the red string of faith, our counterpart, and healing from our pain. And we're going to do so because the Page of Cups is here, and the Page of Cups is connecting, and is connecting through chakra healing and flow. But this is when pigs fly. Look, pigs are flying here. There's a reason vibration through love. And pigs are flying through what we're creating in the cup. And that's connected to the Chariot. There's our forward movement. Okay? Masculine, feminine connected to the moon. And the moon, we're going home. We're going home. And it's connected to the Three of Wands. You know, the Three of Forces. We know the Three of Wands is connected to the world and the Six of Cups. We received that message yesterday, and the Six of Cups is here with the Three of Wands. Now we just have to see the world. Temperance is going to help us to balance the masculine and feminine energies, make the sacrifice of the generous charge, go without something to achieve patterning of balance between yin and yang. And we have our victory. There's the Six of Wands. but it's through the ace, and it's through what we're seeing. We're seeing something within, and we're gonna find out what. We're gonna see what it's connected to. Because with the Ace of Wands, there's an activation in there, and it's connected to the 2. And it's connected to what our anxieties and our fears with the 9 of Swords. And it's connected to our anxieties and our fears over our sorrows and the trickery. The trickery of the matrix, the trickery of what's going on, the trickery of what's going on between us and our counterpart. What's going on between us and the world? What's going on between us and everything? What do I believe? Where's the illusions? Where's the disillusion? Where's the fulfillment? Where is it all? We're going to see clearly the path. And we're going to stop feeling like we're having a headache because we're going home. And we're going home from within. There's the 10 of Pentacles, and we're going to use the King of Cups energy to get there. And right now, the King of Cups is ending inner conflict with the 5 of Wands, connecting to the energy of the Empress, is sensing, seeking to heal, to expand his light from within to without. No more fighting. This is the waste of energy. There's nothing that can expand from within to without but anger here. Competitiveness, confusion, like this. We're not competing. We're not competing on New Earth. There's a place for all of us. There's a place for all of our vibrations. Our vibrations create the grand symphony, the grand orchestra, like all the stars in the sky. We need all of us. It's not one is more important than the other. And here's the Hermit, and the Hermit is connected to what we're doing within. We're doing work within to see what we need to see to raise our vibration. And what is being birthed with the Empress, okay? And what is being birthed with the Empress is actually connected to death and rebirth. Now we're going back to channeled messages from the cards, the connections, okay? And this is the thing. The Emperor and the Empress are birthing something. Because the Emperor, the masculine energy, had to fertilize the egg, had to fertilize life in order to expand it. That's why she's pregnant. She's pregnant with life, and the life is connected to the earth, to Gaia, more feminine energy, and to La Luna, more feminine energy right there. Now we know our connection to Scorpio, and we are birthing true self, our connection to the heavens. We're birthing the heavens through the earth, through us. But we need to connect to the earth. So we're connecting to the heavens through the earth, and we're birthing the energies of the heavens, the stars, through us. We're starseeds. And there's our connection to just Mamma Mia, spirits running through me. The card is extra special. This is our balancing of our karmic scales. This is using that Libran energy now. This is our solution. It's right here. And this is our solution to our competitiveness, because this is our competitiveness right here. And that's what Isis came to help us with. The ancient feminine goddess energy. She's helping us to heal from this space. We're a prisoner if we continue to act like this. Look, it's connected to the duel. We're just continuing to duel, but we're not going towards the duel. We're going towards stability. And it stops with ending isolation. Look, the water moons are speaking. This is the black moon in water. It's connected to our isolation. We're going towards fulfillment. Isolation, separateness, fulfillment, unity. We know. We're going to get there through a challenge. Of course we are. We're being challenged. That's why we're seeking. That's why we're here. Okie dokie. This is about connection right now. Connecting. There's our community we're connecting to. Our Starseed families. Soul Tribe members. Thank you guys. We're connecting. We're connecting to the light. Okay, now let's see how it's being expanded with the masculine energy. Okay. Ooh, I'm singing. Okay. There it is. 3 of emotions, 3 of cups. We're connecting. And we're connecting in order to heal from our heartbreak. There's the 3 of voices, the 3 of swords. So we're using our emotions. Remember, this is all about an emotional situation is coming to an end so we can go in a direction, one direction, the right direction, the direction towards home, our fulfillment. So we have to use the 3 of emotions to heal from our heartbreak. And that's why we have, here's air and water right here. We have the 3 of emotions helping us with our fulfillment. And the 3 of voices helping us. The full moon in water helping us with our emotions and our connection to our emotions, our emotional fulfillment. And the full moon in air helping us to put a voice to our pain and heal, to set it free. And the door opens. We know we're going through a door. Well, there's another door. We're going through a door. And look, we're going through this door through what we're seeking. We're seeking the light. We're following the information. So we're literally seeing what we need to see in the dark. And it's time for us to go through that door. We don't need to sit down there crying anymore. It's time for us. We found a solution. The masculine energy is here to help us find a solution. I really think it's connected to the 4 of Wands. The Sun. Oh, look at that. We're going from this space to that space. There's our healing right there. And we're doing it through the Tower. Remember how I said this has to do with the freeing up of energy? Well, here it is. There's that lightning. But we're going to go from the Tower to the 8 of Wands. Through what's being destroyed in order to create. This is connected to the creation and destruction. The destruction and creation. Because we're loving the elements. Like here's the 3 of Cups again. Loving elementals. Loving our connections. Loving our communities. Loving through the masculine and feminine and child. Loving through the divine. And here's our death and transformation, everybody. There it is. Now we're on point. We're on point with what we're doing here. And now we're healing from inner conflict. Because this is the root of it. Okay? This is the action. This is the root. This is the 3 of voices. And this voice is connected to this voice. So the 3 of voices is connected to the 5 of voices, which has got us within inner conflict, conflict of the mind. We're going to heal with conflict of the mind because that conflict of the mind is creating active conflict. So we're going to do so, and we're going to do so with our emotions. There's the 10 of emotions. Now we have the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of emotions, which is the 10 of Cups. Now we have our fortune increase and our link, our connection to New Earth. We're going to use our emotions because we're going to detoxify and heal from them and untwist things. Because right now, doesn't necessarily help us to see clearly. But if we cleanse them, this helps us with our intuition work, with what we're doing in the dark, with seeking the knowledge. So now we're balanced emotionally, and we can use that to our advantage when we're seeking. Because we're going to use our emotions, we're going to use our intuition together. And that's how we're going to really amp up our manifestations. And that's our connections to what we're building in those 10 cups and in the 10 of cups. Because it's new patterning. Because all this is all about new patterning. That's what this is all about at the end of the day. And that's what we are creating here. We're actually creating the new patterning through us. But it's time for us to see now that this is coming from our communities. Direct message. This new patterning is coming from our communities and our other connection to the light, like you guys hear with what we do. This new patterning is coming from us and our connection, and it's connected to the Four of Wands and linking up. It's connected to that reading in New Earth. We're going to move forth. We're going to move forth on our expansion on what we're grounding with the Knight of Materials. And this is our connection to the feminine energy through the masculine. And we're going to heal by seeing through our delusions, our illusions with the Seven of Emotions, which is the Seven of Cups. And that is right now connected to, of course, our illusions are connected to the devil energies. And we know that that's what we're doing. We're healing from this space. And we're going to do it with La Luna. I knew it. There's the Ace of Materials. So now we're grounding love. This is the Ace of Pentacles. We're grounding this whole transformation. And we're grounding it to the Four of Wands. Linking up. We're linking up. We're the builders of New Earth, and we're doing it right now through our connections, through us, through the communities we're building. Okay, they're showing me something now, so we're going to discuss it. The Seven of Voices is the Seven of Swords. Now, the Seven of Swords is here somewhere already. This is the trickery. Right here. This is self-sabotage. This is the trickery. This is the not understanding. This is not understanding what to do. It's not understanding what's right, what's wrong. Like, this is just confusion that they're showing me right now, but confusion of trickery. We go within. We're going to stop looking without and we're going to go within. And the Seven of Swords, if we go within, it's going to take us to the devil energies and where we need to heal from the trickery. Where we need to heal from the separateness. Where we need to heal from why we're not feeling peace. So we're going to go within and we're going to heal from within to without. And that's why we need the King of Cups. Where's my lovely king? Because we're going to use his energy to go within and heal from this space and have, that's the Scorpion energy. And we're going to have our death and rebirth. And we're going to rise. And we're going to rise and transform and healing from this space because we're going to be this butterfly. Sorry, from this space, guys. That butterfly, we're just going to fly right on out of there. And that's the connection to the metamorphosis, to our resurrection, to our transformation. And then we're going home. And see, monarch butterflies, or any type of butterfly, I'm just thinking about the monarch. It's been on my mind. They keep showing me flashes of monarchs everywhere. They just know where to go instinctually. I mean, butterflies, birds, they just know where to go, which direction. We're going to just instinctually know which direction to go home. We're going to know through this process. And balance is going to be restored. We're not going to fear going within anymore. Something's going to change. We have the Two of Materials, the balance and flow between yin and yang. It's equal here. Look, it's represented by two flowers, the flower moon. We're finding balance here between the masculine and feminine energies. We're restoring it through facing the shadows. And it's connected to what we're going without. And what we're going without, it's connected to our ancients. Look at the pyramids. Look at the third eye activation there. We're going without in order to see something. And it's connected to the Muse of Materials, which is the King of Pentacles. Now we have the King and Queen of Pentacles, okay? No, we have the Ace of Pentacles, guys. I'm off on that. We have the Ace. But we're not fearing. Because this is, at the end of the day, connected to... right there. There. The Sun. So the Ace of Materials is connected to grounding the heavens to the earth through us, the love through the sun. And we're not going to fear anymore. We're just going to go within and we're going to understand there's nothing to fear. That's where life is. This is going from feeling like this in the Seven of Swords to fearing the unknown, to fearing within, to fearing the expansion, to fearing what's happening, to fearing the truth. This is how we lift the curse. We lift the mask. We create the peace. We see the truth. We create the peace and we ground it. And now the devil energy space has changed because we're here. We've gone from to the space we are here to here. From within. And it's all happening through love. There's the King of Cups again. So now we've come full circle to the King. We have the Muse of Emotions, which is the King of Cups, and here it's the King of Cups. And so now we have also the Muse of Inspiration. So we have the water and fire energies, masculine and feminine energies, two kings meeting up in order to transform. And now we've done it. We've really come full circle. There's the Two of Voices, the Two of Swords. We created peace on the path of the moon, and that's what we were doing. That's what these swords are connected to. We're going to remove 5 swords. So we remove the 5 swords, and we know that that's our conflict. Where's these freaking 5 swords? Let me get my stuff together, guys. 5 swords. Where are you, 5 swords? We removed 5 swords. The 5 of Swords, we removed it from the 7. We removed the conflict. And now we created peace. 2 swords, from within to without. Healing from the devil energies. And it's connected to wish fulfillment. Because we know that's what we're doing. Look, and I really want you to see the representation. Look at what's being created with the patterning of the light and the dark because they're balanced. And look at the spiral. The spiral's right there. We're expanding with the spiral. We're expanding with the balance of the dark and the light to materialize our heavens to the earth. And that is our connection to the 10 of Pentacles, which is connected to the 10 of Cups and what we are doing here. And here's our ending. We had an ending. There's the 10 of Swords in order to find balance with the 6 of Pentacles. We achieved what we set out to achieve. All right. Woo! No, let's see what energies we're using. What energies are we using? To expand with, and then we'll see what's being activated. And that's with help from the divine, guys. I want to say they just shared a message with me. This is help from the divine. We're being helped. We're going to go from this base to this base. And it's going to be through here. And it's directly connected to the 2 of Wands, which is the 2 of Inspiration. That's connected to the solar eclipse, the revolution. And what we see, this is connecting. Like, she has a telescope for a reason. Now she's creating within the void. Look, she just caught a hole in the matrix because she started connecting to the solar system, the macrocosm, in order to transform the microcosm, in order to understand the microcosm. So this is divine knowledge we are seeking. Now she's creating within that void. And look at all that light within that void. And she's seeing it with her connection to the heavens. And there is wish fulfillment right here. The 9 of Emotions. And remember, we are creating wish fulfillment from within. And this is the flow. This is the flow of emotions. The oceans of emotions, they're flowing here. There's purification happening here, okay? This is connected to what we're doing with the water energies through Scorpio. This is our death and rebirth of our emotions, because we're healing from emotional imprints. We're healing from emotional wounding, and we're doing it thanks to the Hierophant. Hello, Hierophant. And this is our connection to the unknown, the feminine seeking the knowledge and seeing it, and the masculine expanding it, our connection to the divine. We know we're trying to answer the door here. The inner child's got to answer the door. And there it is. There's a 3 of Wands, and we walk through the door. And we walk through the door with our healing, our 7 of Inspiration. That's the path. And remember, the 9s are connected to the 10s. The 9 of emotions and the 9 of the materials, they're connected to the 10s. There we're going. All right, Cancer, you needed to speak. We're working with Cancer and Taurus. This is the times we're in. Of course, we're using Cancer because we're dealing with our feelings. Water, cardinal sign. I feel is the key phrase. The sensitive energy of water finds strength and direction through the cardinal take charge quality, and reminds you that emotional intelligence plays a huge role in shaping relationships and life. The sensitive energy of water finds strength and direction through the cardinal take charge quality, and reminds you that the emotional intelligence plays a huge role in shaping relationships and life. The key phrase, I feel, means that the motivation comes from your emotions. In this situation, ask, what feels right? Take the emotional temperature of the situation. The sensitive energy of water finds strength and direction through the cardinal take charge quality, and reminds you that emotional intelligence plays a huge role in shaping relationships and life. The key phrase, I feel, means that the motivation comes from your emotions. In this situation, ask, what feels right? Take the emotional temperature of the situation before acting. This is key. We're using our emotions to sense, to follow our intuition, to find the information we're seeking, to build off the knowledge. Now, we are using our emotions. We're healing from emotional imprints and wounding. Because we're coming back to self, and of course we're going to be connecting to the energy of Taurus because it's Taurus season, and we're grounding. Fixed earth, key phrase, I have. The stable energy of earth combines with the fixed determined quality and advises practical planning, gather the facts, understand the data, figure out the next best step. The key phrase, I have, means that the motivation is centered on resources and how to best deploy them. In this situation, ask, what do I have and how can I best invest it? Make a plan and then commit yourself to seeing it through. So this is how we're actually going to materialize it. This is connected to our 9 and 10 of Pentacles. This is connected to why we need balance in the first place, why we're balancing through the 2. Wherever this freaking 2 is, right here. No, that's the 10. Oh my goodness, it's right in front of my face. That's why we need balance here. We need balance because we know we're building the 10 of emotions. And we're building the 10 of emotions right now through the connections to our community and the work that we are doing. with fellow New Earthers. We know we're healing from the devil energies because it's not I, it's we. When we apply that to the energy of Capricornio, that right now is connected to the energy of Aquarius, number 11, the golden ages. And we know that we are connected to Gemini right now. And water energies. And the water energies are connected to the sun. And there is our connection right now, because here's the water energies connecting with Gemini. The sun energies are now connecting with Sagittarius. The moon is speaking. Opposites come together through the healing energies of water. That's what's happening here. And the energy of Sagittarius is helping us to expand with the sun. And this is connected to the nodes of the moon. Now, shifting. Okay, let's see what La Luna has to say now. Water element sensing. That's the gift of the Scorpion full flower moon. Sensing. And I really feel like there's one more card in here. La Luna has something else to say. And it's connected to the first house, the body, and our healing. We're healing here. This is the energy of the Fool. This is the fresh start, the fresh approach. We understand we are more than just our body. We are ethereal. But this is healing from disease with our new patterning, with the light that we are seeking, because we have access to this divine knowledge, and we have access to our patterning. And we have access to what our daily patterning is. Our daily patterning causing us sickness? Is it causing us disease? Or is it allowing us freedom? Is allowing us expansion? And that is healing from the devil energies right there. That is the creation of patterning. From old to new. It's right now, it's through the body. And the body is connected to the mind. And the mind is connected to the spirit. And the spirit is connected to the soul. And we're using the water energies to heal, and there it is. Cancer. I feel. We're using our feelings to heal. So we're healing from past feelings of wounding and trauma, feelings from the curse, and we're creating anew with our feelings. Setting ourselves free through the healing, the purification of the soul, the 6 of Cups, in order to get home, the 10 of Cups, to our life's purpose. So we're going to use our feelings now to get home, but we have to purify them, because if they're toxic, our feelings are leading us in the wrong direction. But if we purify and heal them, they're leading us in the right direction. And that is thanks to Scorpio right now. We're going to pull together the energies of fire and water, because now we're using the masculine and feminine together, and they are connected to air right now. We know air is helping us to heal, and there's our friendships and our destiny. And our destiny is connected to our truth. And our truth is helping us to make our transformation. There is Scorpio. There's the death and rebirth card. And it's helping us to birth another level of our light. We're freeing more of our soul with our spirit. There's La Luna. She's right here. Oh, we're going to get one of these lovely transformation oracles. We're going to see how the masculine and feminine are transforming. Then we're going to say goodbye, and I will see you at the official full moon in Scorpio reading tomorrow, guys. All right. We know this is connected to Scorpio and the moon. Where are we going? You know what, guys? We're being led to temptation, but we're not going to go there. Instead, we're going to rest. We're going to find clarity in resting. We're going to see what we need to see, because the rest is connected to the water energies. It's connecting to the sensing. And in resting and connecting to the water energies and our emotions, healing from our emotions, sometimes we just need a rest to heal from our emotions. Look at that. Our receptivity is amped up. We are receiving the information we need to receive. And it's connected to prayer. And we change directions. And this is all on point to what we're doing. We change directions. Let's see where we're going. We're going towards simplicity. And of course we are. That's the connection to peace. And look, we're going through a portal. We're going through a portal one after one. We're all meeting up on New Earth, just like we've been discussing. And we're leaving the past behind. Look, all their clothes, they're leaving them behind, and they're going through that portal with spirit. That's why the Hierophant's knocking at our door, and we're answering the door. We're answering the call. Because we're about to teleport to New Earth through us. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Because we're literally going through this space with what we're doing. And it's what the message we are receiving right here is helping us to change our direction. We need to change direction. We're going the wrong way. So remember, don't be tempted. Instead, get rest, heal. Receptivity. Tune in with care to the universe's guiding rhythms. Empaths feel everything in everyone. Life sometimes feels so complex and overwhelming. It's hard to focus on ourselves. Listen to the music of life at every moment. We're awash in energy currents of colorful light, radio waves and frequencies beyond perception. There's social media advertisements, mail. Everyone around us is going through difficulties, and that's truth. Dramas and dilemmas. There's so much noise out there, it's hard to decipher what is truly helpful. No wonder we sometimes seem preoccupied with grasping for our own ideas and beliefs. They represent a small island of sanity. Opening ourselves to new influences can be hard. Yet if we close off from our outside input, we'll only get more of what we already have. Our own best thinking. People tell us repeatedly what we need to hear, but often we won't, or can't listen. Receptivity means having the awareness and willingness to selectively absorb messages from others. Taking what we like and editing out what doesn't fit in. That's very key. When we're vulnerable to other people's moods, a clear sound can reset our nerves. A tuning fork or bell perhaps helps us to align and dispel chaotic energy and stay receptive to what's useful. Our breathing, heartbeat, and blood coursing through our ears is the original music that helps us tune into larger cosmic rhythms. Making time for natural, sacred music helps us to stay receptive to source, while receptivity to fresh ideas helps us to grow. And there is so much information right here, okay? We need to take what's useful, we need to heal from what's not, and we also need we need to let go of what's not within us, right? But music helps us to tune into larger cosmic rhythms. It's true. And you know, and being a vibrational person, like that's me too, T. Like, I'm an empath. I'm a big radio. We've discussed this here before. That's how I do what I do. I pick up sound and frequencies all the time, and I have to heal from it. I just go in the bathtub with all the lights off and know nothing, and just like make my own little deprivation tank and just try to find healing. So we always heal with the energy of the opposite. But the energy of the opposite is always connected to what we're healing from. That's how we close in the energy of the extremes. But we're trying not to be so extreme, okay? We're trying not to have to be so extreme. That's that yo-yoing. We want to pull in more, so we're more balanced, okay? And this is sacred music. So these are certain frequencies. And healing with certain frequencies, you know, you can find them on YouTube. We've also discussed this here on the channel. Healing with music and the ancient healing frequencies. We need to stay receptive, because this is all about the fresh ideas that are helping us to grow. This is the fresh approach. This is expanding off the Fibonacci sequence and spiral with the new patterning. All right, La Luna, close us out. What's our message? My instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. There's our intuition. There's our instincts. There's what's raw, real, and natural. Connected to the child, connected to the divine. Adapt. When we are flexible and adaptable, life expands. When things unexpectedly shift course, we can either see into the realm of enchanted possibility, or we can become rigid with despair. Fox medicine connects you to your natural ability to adapt, be flexible, and use your senses to discern and understand what is in front of you. She is a beautiful strength and a stealth animal with sharp senses and a keen instinct. She is also a shape shifter and can become more invisible by blending in with her surroundings, and yet swiftly moving through tricky, that's the Seven of Swords energy, situations. Tap into your inner fox and practice being aware and present in your environment. Whenever necessary, adapt and shape shift with grace, and opportunity or solution will reveal itself that may have otherwise remained hidden. So if we can shape shift and adapt with grace and opportunity, a solution is going to reveal itself that may have otherwise be hidden. And this goes full circle back to our first message here from the Akashic Records. We're changing direction, we're changing course, because like literally here, look, we're going down. We need to change course, we need to change direction. Our whole ship's been burnt up. We need to connect to the light of the worlds. And we're going to connect to the light from within to without. We're going to answer the call. We're going to answer that door. And it's to connect to our communities, our other community soul tribe members of the light. And we're not going to be afraid to do so. We're not going to be in so much fear to do so. And it's connected to the information that we are seeking within the unknown. Mamma mia, and the Six of Cups just flips over. I tell you. All right. Thank you, Luna. I trust the mysteries of life. And proper rest helps me to feel and look my best. And we need this. We need this to see clearly. We need this in order to trust in the mystery of life. The unknown can sometimes be unsettling even when we prep and plan. The future is unpredictable. When we realize that the mystery is the magic of life, filled with fertile possibility, we can approach it with trust rather than fear. And that's what we're doing. We're healing from the fear of the unknown. Raven has arrived to remind you to trust in the mystery, the unknown realm, and the deep inquiry. She is a bird of mysticism and magic, birth and death, shadow and light, and the messenger between them all. Let go and surrender so that your energy can flow more freely and your ability to trust can expand. You don't have to fix or solve or have all the answers today. The magical mystery and innocent wonder of life sometimes is just something to celebrate rather than fear. And guys, this is what we're doing. Okay? This is literally what we're doing here and what we were just talking about. We know we're using the water energies to help us with sensing, to help us with from fear of the unknown. And look, we're not fearing it here. We're thriving in it. We're expanding with it. And we need that because we're going from the 6 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. Through our emotions. Through healing our emotions. We're healing with the feminine energy right now in order to help restore and balance the connection between the masculine and feminine energies. I can't wait for the full moon in Scorpio reading. I'm excited. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create with today. I look forward to seeing you there. Take care. I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. Leo, having the strength to face our shadow energies and to remove our mask. This card specifically speaks of removal of our masks from in the public domain. We are the same person that we are in private, in public. We rock our shine. We know we're using the earth element of stability. Now all 4 elements are here. We are creating with all 4 elements, and there it is. There is the balance. And we end to begin again with help from our ancients and what we're doing. And there is our connection to New Earth, the Age of Aquarius. And part of our fortune increase. This is part of it because it's only half of it. This is the 10 of Pentacles. We know the 10 of Pentacles is connected to the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is emotional fulfillment. And the 10 of Pentacles is actually expanding and building off of that. We're going to see what we need to see. And look at that. These guys are right here connected. The moon is speaking. We're on point. Sagittarius IC. There's the energy of Sagittarius. The South Node. There's the North Node. Gemini. And our life's purpose. The 10 of Cups. Here is the rest of our fortune increase. We've got the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Cups. And we're doing it through the 9th house. We're having faith. And we're going to have faith in the mind because we're going to heal emotionally. So the mind won't be playing tricks on us. Because when we heal emotionally, the mind ain't playing tricks. We see it for what it is. We're clear. And this is about clarity. And we are blessed. There's a grand trine. We're being blessed with what we're creating within the void. We're being blessed through what we're seeing here. We're seeing the flip side of the coin. We're seeing something we need to see. We're seeing the energy of the opposite in order to heal with. And that's what our ancients are helping us with. Look, there's that pyramid. There's that third eye activation again. So this is connected to the Hanged Man. And what we're seeing when we go without in order to create the new patterning. Where are you, Hanged Man? I really need to find you right now. We see what we need to see. And there is the 6 of Cups. The creation of our fun house. Now we have healed. We have removed our mask. We've restored innocence. Purification of the soul. Much love and healing vibes sent your way to create today. I look forward to seeing you soon. Take care.